I've seen a lot of movies about men who fall. This one starts with him already on the floor, trying to explain how he tripped. If there's a corner in every city where something went wrong and nobody fixed it. A crumbling curb, a broken street lamp, a diner with one too many missing letters on the sign. You don't notice it during the day, but at night, it's the only thing that stands out. That's what DETOUR is. Not the whole city, just the corner that went bad and stayed that way. It's 1945. Hollywood's cranking out war epics and polished studio noir. But this thing slips in through the side door. Cheap, fast, mean. It barely clocks in at 68 minutes and still hits harder than films 3 times its size. It's made with scraps. Directed by Edgar Ulmer, a guy blacklisted from the big leagues after one bad decision at Universal. He spent most of his career in B-movie limbo. But with DETOUR, he didn't make the best of a bad situation. He made the bad situation feel like the point. Let's start with Al Roberts, played by Tom Neal, a guy with piano fingers and sad eyes. He's not a criminal. Not yet. He's just trying to get to Los Angeles to find his fiancée. She took a bus west to chase singing gigs. He's following, on foot, thumb out, face half dead from fatigue. The kind of man who looks like he lost before the story even starts. Like he knows the world's not fair, but still hoped maybe this one time it would be. It won't be. He gets picked up in Arizona by a man named Charles Haskell Jr. A big talker, fancy car, popped pills, and a backstory that feels rehearsed. Haskell has got the slickness of a guy who's run out of other tricks. Then, out of nowhere, Haskell dies. Just dies. No struggle. No fight. Just drops dead in the front seat while Al is driving. It's not murder, but it doesn't matter, because now Al is standing on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere with a corpse, a borrowed name, and a choice that isn't really a choice. He dumps the body, takes the car, and heads west, pretending to be Haskell, just until he can reach Sue. Just until it all blows over. It never does. That's when he meets Vera. And savage. If Haskell was trouble, Vera's the reckoning. She's a hitchhiker with eyes like razors and a tone like sandpaper. He picks her up thinking she's just another stray. But she recognizes the car. She knew Haskell. She puts it together fast, and she doesn't flinch. She doesn't ask questions. She owns him. The rest of the movie is just Al and Vera, locked in a motel room, chewing on each other like trapped animals. She drinks. He pleads. She sneers. He whines. Every word between them is a threat or a lie or both. She's not the kind of femme fatale you get in other noirs. There's no glamour, no perfume, no mystery. She's mean. She's loud. She's smart enough to blackmail him and dumb enough to want more. And she feels real in a way most femme fatale don't. Like someone you met once at a gas station bathroom and couldn't forget. There's a sequence where she starts talking about marrying into the Haskell fortune, pressuring Al to go along with the scam, and he just stares at her like he's trying to will her out of existence. You can feel the walls closing in, not because of the plot, but because these two people are emotionally and morally bankrupt. And there's no bank to take out a loan. The acting in DETOUR is unpolished. Tom Neal plays like a man who is already halfway dead. His voiceover is constant, droning, sometimes over-explaining, sometimes hitting a raw nerve without meaning to. He's not a reliable narrator. He's not even a reliable human. He keeps trying to convince us and himself that none of this was his fault, that he just made some bad turns, that he didn't deserve what happened. But the longer he talks, the more you realize he's been driving this thing straight into the wall from the start. Blaming the map doesn't change the wreck. And Savage, though she's the reason people remember this movie, her performance isn't subtle. It's volcanic. Every scene she's in feels like a cigarette ash about to hit gasoline. She delivers her lines like she's daring the script. To fight her, there's no softness in her. No secret sadness. Just hunger. Control. Rage. She plays Vera like someone who's been stepped on so many times she decided the only way out was to start biting back. Ulmer directs this with almost no resources. Rear projection. Reused sets. Shadows hiding cheap backdrops. But it works. Because it's not supposed to look clean. This isn't a dream. It's a slow-motion collapse. The film stock is grainy. The lighting is brutal. The transitions are jarring. And somehow that ugliness becomes its identity. It's like watching guilt rot in real time. There's one moment. Blink and you'll miss it. When Al is sitting in the diner after dumping Haskell's body, the waitress brings him a coffee. He looks at it like it's poison. That's Detour in one shot. Nothing tastes right. Nothing feels right. Everything's been contaminated. The voiceover, that flat, matter-of-fact monologue, wasn't unique at the time, but here it feels different. Not cool. Not clever. Just desperate. Al is not narrating to impress us. He's trying to justify, trying to bury a truth under layers of excuses. But the thing about Detour is the truth always seeps through. You can hear it in the cracks. Closer to the end, we're right back where we started. Alone. Caught. Broke. The film closes without a twist. No last-minute redemption. No surprise ending. Just inevitability. The cops show up. Al surrenders. That's it. Game over. And even that feels merciful. Because the only alternative was more of the same. Detour isn't perfect. Some of the lines are clunky. The budget shows. The pacing dips in places. But those flaws don't sink it. They define it. It's a film that earns your respect not by being polished, but by being honest about how little it has to work with. It's not a Hollywood dream. It's a roadside nightmare. In a genre full of men with guns and women with secrets, Detour is something else. A movie about a man who's not built for crime, but gets caught in it anyway, and a woman who is built for it and still can't win. There are no smooth criminals, just tired people, broke people, people too damaged to be innocent and too scared to be evil. It's a story about how the wrong turn doesn't always happen on the road. Sometimes it happens long before you leave the house. And once you're on the path, it doesn't matter if you meant it. You're already gone. If film noir is about the shadows we cast when the lights go out, Detour is the sound of a man trying to convince himself he wasn't the one who flipped the switch. Watch it late. Watch it alone. Don't expect closure. This isn't just a good B-movie. It's a reminder that noir isn't about style. It's about fate and the kind of people fate picks on. That's Detour. It doesn't ask if you believe him. It just wants to know how far you're willing to follow. See you on the next movie review.